Yeah. Hi. How are you? Right. Okay. Mhm. Mhm. Bluetooth. Bluetooth. Thank you. No, no. If at all, I won't. Thank you so much. Yeah. So, dear friends, good afternoon, one and all. I'm Sriram here from Ambedkar Open University, Hyderabad, Jubilee Hills. Um, I'm an academic counselor in English department. Okay, so I teach you the eighth paper, English in use, the abilities of individuals. So we'll see uh, the block one, that is language as communication, and under that unit one, the essentials or the essential social context of human communication. Okay, so first of all, I want to ask you in the class. Um, okay, thank you. Um, yeah. So, how many of you are aware of the constructivism? Okay, constructivism is all about without any help of a teacher, a student built his her knowledge by reading books and participating in various activities and collaborate works with the peer members, like sharing knowledge with the peer members and reading the books, okay, and understanding using the previous knowledge. So we have a few steps um, in the constructivism. The first one is first, I'll tell you the five steps of the constructivism, then one by one we'll um, uh, discuss. Okay, the first one is engage. Engage in the sense, if a teacher teaching a lesson, suppose we'll take for an example, we'll take in social science, if you are teaching about the water, so we shouldn't discuss about the water directly. If we discuss, the students are aware of the water and they may not pay any attention. So to draw their attention into the class, you have to pose as a teacher. We have to pose a few questions to elicit their answers. Then they'll pay some attention, and the memory appetizer we should create in the children. In fact, so in the engage phase, we need to give some examples sometimes. Then engage, explore. In the explore, we need to extend a bit how water generates and how it's filters and what forms of the waters and there is water cycle. Okay, engage, explore, then explain how the water we are getting. Okay, and we have some different sort of water bodies and levels, drainage water, drinking water, okay, some different types of waters. Okay, engage, explore, explain, then elaborate, then extend. In the last phase, we must ask a few questions, what like what they have understand and all. Okay, one or two we should pick from the class. If possible, we should ask one by one. Okay, and if they are committing any sort of mistakes, we should give the feedback and we should correct them. This is the constructivism. In the next class, what you have to do, you shouldn't be passive in my class. It's an interactive class and I focus and I give much preference for the constructive class. So everybody must be interactive, and if I pose questions, everybody should respond. It gives me activeness to teach more and go deeper into our topic. Apart from this, we'll see the process of human communication. Okay, so the process of human communication involves the exchange of information, ideas, emotions, and messages between individuals or group through verbal or non-verbal or written form. Like the process of human communication, we communicate with our neighbors or with our parents or friends or whoever. Okay, we um, communicate for what we communicate, for what purpose we communicate. The purpose is to share our emotions, ideas, information, information, and yeah, in a individual or in a group, we share the information. Okay, it can be verbal or it can be written form, right? And next, in the communication phase, we have sender and receiver. Okay, and how we decode message and encode message. So I'll give the small definitions of the sender, encoding, decoding. Okay, and other things. Okay, sender, initiate the person initiate the communication. The sender has a message to convey and decides how to encode it. Okay, for example, you have an idea. Okay, or if you see, before coming to the class, I was thinking how to teach and all. Okay, so I was checking the information from our textbook. Okay, and I was encoding it, like how to teach, how to deliver the lecture effectively in the class. Okay, so I am the sender and you are the receiver. Okay, then encoding. The sender converts thoughts or information into symbols, words, gesture, or other form that can be transmitted. Okay, the sender. It means So, as we're discussing about the language and all, yeah. So, we were talking about the sender and encoding and the decoding and all. Okay. Sender, for example, in a class, I'm sending the message in the lecture. Okay. The person initiate the communication. The sender has a message to convey and decide how to encode it. Okay. Just I've said to you that how to deliver a lecture. Okay, before coming to the class, I was thinking how to teach effectively. Okay, that in that way I was encoding my thoughts. Okay, then encoding, the sender converts thoughts or information into symbols, words, gestures, or other forms that can be transmitted. Okay, how to transmit, how to deliver the lecture and all. Okay, that I already mentioned. Next, the message. The actual information or content that is being communicated, which can be verbal or non-verbal or visual. Okay, I want to convey, but what? A valuable information. Okay, the actual information content that is being communicated to discuss with a group of people or individual. Okay, next, the receiver, the individual or group who receives the message and interprets it in the now I'm teaching, I'm the sender and you are the receiver. So the individual or group who receives the message and interpret to understand. Okay, so that is the receiver. And the decoding, the receiver translate the interprets the sender's message to understand its meaning. Like I'm talking about myself, how I'm delivering lecture, what I'm teaching here and all. Okay, you will understand, oh, this receiver will be the opponent person, what he sends message, that is the what information he has to send, what sort of message he wants to transmit. That is the message. And what I want to teach and what I want to deliver in the class, that is the encoding. And what you have understood from my lecture, that you will interpret yourself, you will understand, comprehend, then you will encode it. Okay, sorry, you will decode it. Okay, nice. Then the next one is inference or barrier that distort or abstract the communication process. Okay, um, it can be physical noise and language differences, distractions, or misunderstanding. Noise in the sense, inference barriers. Suppose if you don't have, as it is an online mode, if you don't have proper internet connection or yeah, proper device, what I'm speaking here, you may not be audible properly. So there are chances of understanding mistakes. Okay, so that is the noise barrier and physical barrier and all. And the next topic we'll see the social context of communication. Okay, the environment, relationships, and cultural norms influencing how people communicate. Okay, in the social context, social in the sense this society. Okay, in this society, how we'll talk and how we interact with each other. Okay, so with their in relationship, interaction varies with friends, family, or strangers. Okay, though we have relations like family, relatives, friends, and strangers. Suppose we'll talk with a mother in a way, and with a father or brother, or with the neighbors. Okay, it immediately changes when we speak to our mother. Okay, it will be quite lovable and friendly. Okay, with the brother, we'll talk in a different way. In the same way, we talk with the neighbors in some other way. Okay, the person is same, but depend on the situations, it changes. If you are speaking with a strangers, you never give a smile on your face. Just you will think what he wants, or what she wants. That's it. You will think for a minute, a couple of minutes, and you will forget it. All right. Then social roles. Communication differs based on roles. Okay. Um, as a mother, if a mother speaking with us, okay, if a mother speaking with her or her children, it's she is playing a mother role. If a mother speaking with a father as a wife, her tone changes. If a father speaking with their children as a father, he speak in a different way. If he is speaking with mother, then it differs. Okay. And next, and one more example, teacher student. Okay. Teacher and the student, they speak in a formal way. Okay. And employee and boss. Okay. It's depends, depend on the situation and all. They speak. Okay. And the cultural norms, customs and traditions shape communication style. Okay. How we born and brought up, the area. Okay. The culture, the traditions, based on that our language builds, because we born and brought up there, we mingled, we inculcated, we acquired their language. And that's what we see. If you are talk about the culture and tradition, if you are studying in a central or state universities, the people come across India or across the nation. Okay. So you can see their culture, tradition, their language and all. Okay. That's the thing. And settings, the place, formal or informal environments affect tone and language. Okay. Though we all are belongs to the Telangana state, we have different dialects. Okay, that will talk in the end. What is dialect? What is language? What is communication and all? Okay. Then the next one is group dynamics. Peer influences and group expectations guide interactions. Okay, the language, the behavior, it's built depend on our peer members. It changes. Sometimes it can be good and bad. Okay, if you talk about the children, peer member influences, it's plays a crucial role in the growing up as a child, because they try to copy from the teachers or elders or the peer members, or how they are acting. Okay, what sort of toys they are like uh, peer members. Okay. I want to tell you example. um a child, in a child stage, they have a lot of observations. So what the other playing is playing with, what sort of toy is using, so he try to copy, or he wants that toy to play. So in the same way, what the younger, not younger, the elders are doing, so they'll try to copy from there. Okay. And the communication in animal versus human. Okay. The communication, even animal communicate, even we. So what are the differences? Okay. um Purpose, the purpose is survival for food and danger and other things. Okay. So um we I'll give you example. Actually they have a limited vocabulary. Okay. In the sense of limited sounds. Okay. If they found some ample amount of food in a place, then they'll make some sort of sound, so the other animals can understand that, oh, there is a ample amount of food, so we can go and eat over there. Okay. If any danger, okay, suppose I've noticed in where I stay in a university, deers. Okay, a deer. When we, what I can say, face them, if you see them, like, or they, if they see us, then immediately they raise their tail and ears. Okay, so the other animals, like other deers, they can understand that, oh, something happening, so they'll become alert. Okay. And honeybees also. I've gone through a article. Bees are dancing in eight shape. It means they has to go a long way for the food, and some sort of dance are there. If you want, you can just try to. You can check it in YouTube or you can Google it. You'll find a lot of articles and all. Okay, in that way, how the honeybees communicate with each other. Then methods, animals, sounds, gestures, body language, and chemical signs. Chemical signs are like ants. If the ants are traveling in a line, they release everywhere their chemicals, so the other ants can understand that where they are going and where they are storing the food. Okay, and if they feel, yeah, other ants feel hunger, then they'll smell the chemical, and the other ants go and eat the food. Okay, human verbal language, non-verbal, like we have gestures, expressions, written, and digital languages. Okay, language in animals is no structured language like human. They have a limited sound. They do not have any particular language. Okay, they use only sounds and gestures. Okay, as I mentioned before. And the language in human uses structured language with grammar and vocabulary. We have particular area-wise language. For that, we have a particular vocabulary and grammar also. All right. And learn not instinctive behavior, what makes man unique. So we'll see how the man become unique, why he or she is unique, why humans are unique. Okay, learn not distinctive behavior refers to action acquired through experience, observations, and education rather than being innate. By when we burn, our brain actually have the what I can say, the capacity of LAD, language acquisition device, and it will be a blank slate. Okay, it's a kind of our brain when we burn, no, that time our brain is a blank slate, depend on the experiences. Okay, and interaction with the society, interaction with the peer members, interaction with the experts, we learn the language. Okay, and first one is what makes man unique. So human use the complex language with grammar and vocabulary. Okay, we use and the culture and tradition. We whatever we learn, will keep it as a backup or previous knowledge, and we learn. Okay, and we value our thoughts and others' emotion. Okay, only by the language and advanced learning and education. Okay, our language or our knowledge is not static. It keeps changes day by day. You will learn the new things. You will counter attack with the new experiences, and you will grow your knowledge. Okay, and creativity and innovations, we have a lot of creations. Okay, see now, before COVID we are not aware of these online classes and all. Okay, but with the creativity of a human, you are at your own place, and I am somewhere, but we are connecting with each other and we are sharing our knowledge. Okay, that's because of the creativity and innovations in the sense creating. So, there is an app now, we are using Zoom app. Okay, that's human made and created by the humans. That a innovation, that's something new. Okay, that's a novelty in the society. That's what we are able to connect and all. And moral and ethical reasoning, we have morals and ethics. That's what we are able to respect each other. Okay, and self awareness and reflections, we have how to behave with the society, how not to commit mistake and not to cheat others and all, and own our reflections, what to do and what is correct and what is wrong and all right. Then I'll give you the definition of language. Language is a structured system of symbols, sounds, gestures, or written marks are used by humans to communicate thoughts, emotions, ideas, and informations. Okay, so this is the definition of language. And the next, communication. Communication is the process of exchanging information, ideas, thoughts, or feelings between individuals, or um, uh, thoughts verbal or non-verbal, written or visual means to achieve mutual understanding. Okay. Next, now I told you in the end, I thought of discussing about the dialect. A dialect is a particular form of a language spoken in a specific region or by a particular group of people. Okay. Dialect or differs from the standard form of the language in terms of pronunciation, vocabulary, grammar, and sometimes spelling. Okay. For example, we have language dialects. Okay. Um, though we call it as Telangana or Andhra Pradesh, if we notice the language of this Srikakulam people speak and the Vijayawada people speak, it differs because of they use the tone differently. Sometimes their spelling may change. Sometimes the big not sometimes it always changes their vocabulary. Okay, when I was traveling in the train, I encountered, okay, in Telangana, we used to say, now it's become Telangana, otherwise we all belongs to the Andhra Pradesh only, okay. So, when I was boarding into the train, they were telling, Tappukoma, Tappukoma. What we used to say in Telangana, like Zaragu, Zaragu. Okay, it's a dialect. Okay, it's a change in a language. Okay, it's depend on the area, the language is changed. That is known as the dialect. A dialect is a particular form of a language spoken in a specific region or by a particular group of people. Dialect or differs from the standard form of the language terms of pronunciation, vocabulary, grammar, and sometimes spelling. Right? So for today, and I'll call it a day. Okay. Nobody joined except Shaka. May I know about yourself? Akanksha, how are you? All right. So in the next class, we'll see the block two, that is uh, the written communication, negotiation, meaning as reader. Okay, under that we'll see the world in print, what we read and why. The active reader, ways of finding layers of meaning in text, major text types. Okay, different types of texts are there. Okay, descriptive text, narrative text, and all that we'll see. And the psycholinguistics process. Okay, what mind and the language, what are the connections are there, that we'll see. The abilities of a good reader and the perspectives on the teaching of reading, that we'll see in the next session. Okay. Thank you all. In the next class, you try to join all of you. Okay, and please do come read and come. What is the language proficiency and why study it? Language proficiency, like we when we born and brought up, we learn first one or two words, then 100 words, 1500 words, 5000 words. Okay, when you know the language, how to use it in a proper way and the written form, you can able to communicate, or a expert must be able to conduct a seminar, then he or she may be considered as a language proficient. Okay, there is under the language proficiency L1, L2, L3. Okay, that what are the levels and all, we'll see in the next class. Thank you so much. Have a great day.